And we're live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes, joined by my co-host Bobby. You are listening to the Smoke Show. It's Wacky Wednesday. Today we got a lot of things to get into. We're talking about Tua meeting with the media, camp report, people posting about Tua's wife. I mean, can you get any weirder than that? Stephen Ross is still a walking lick, and it's another day in Dolphin world, Bobby. It's just another day in Dolphin world.
It's just being a fan of this team. You just have to expect the unexpected. Just when you think everything's going great, something pops up. Just when everything's going shitty, something good happens. So it's a roller coaster, brother, but I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, we're used to it. We're Dolphin fans. This is what we're built for. We're built to get built up and get knocked down. That is what we are built for as a Miami Dolphin fan. But I want to start with people posting about Tua's wife and Tua's marriage. Dude, you got to be an absolute creepball to one, look that up. Like you went out of your way, went to a government website to look up and find out who Tua's wife is. Then you find out who his wife is. Then you go to Instagram like an absolute creep, find your profile, and then when you saw she was private, you probably freaked out. Then you screenshotted, zoomed in on her profile picture, screenshotted that picture, and started blasting it on Twitter. You are a weirdo, bro.
Bro, like, those people are the weirdest. Like, who goes in to find a legal document to confirm this guy's married? I will say one thing, though. Like, he is a national, like, everyone knows him. His life can't be that private. I don't think it's weird to, like, know that he's married or want to know that he's married, but it's the weirdos that are digging up marriage certificates, trying to on Facebook. All that backdoor shit is weird to me. But I mean, Tua's a public figure. Him being married, I feel like that's not crazy. Like, people should know that. That's not a big deal. I get keeping it separate, but there's a line.
Well, it all started when someone posted a picture of him on the golf course and he accidentally had his ring on his finger, and everyone was like, whoa, like Tua's married. Yeah. And they had this whole thing, hush, hush, hush. He came out and said that him and his wife are very private people. And I respect that, but you're 100% right. He is a public figure, and sooner or later, that's going to get out. I mean, you can't hide your marriage from everyone forever. But if you're going to go out of your way to go on a government website, look him up, and then go on his girlfriend's Instagram and zoom in on her face and screenshot, like, you're a weirdo, bro.
Weirdo.
Like, go get your own hose, bro. Go find your own wife. Go get a job. Like, what are you doing? Like, if Tua came out, he's like, oh, I'm getting married, it'd probably be cool. They'd be like, oh, yeah, congratulations. But I feel like there's a little self-inflicting, like trying to keep it so private. It makes these weirdos like freak out because they don't know, like, oh my God, he got married. Like, who's he married to? Like, why is he hiding it from us? When in reality, I think it's just like, bro, I'm a private person and I'm just this national figure now, and everyone just has to know my business.
Yeah, bro, 1000%. He just seems like a private, chill guy, which is cool. But then we know how the Tua stands are, bro. They wake up in the morning and the first thing they think is, yo, I wonder if Tua slept all right. I wonder what Tua's having for breakfast. I wonder if Tua made it to practice okay. Like, that's what people are thinking, so it doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise Tua, I feel like, at this point either. But it just is what it is. People are fucking weirdos. They're always going to be that way. But leave the man alone. Leave him alone.
The man live, bro. Let me look something up. So Tua's 24, so he's a year older than me. If I had someone looking up my marriage certificate, looking up who my wife was, if someone's that concerned with me, I'd be a little tripped out too at 24 years old. Like, and I get it. Trust me, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL, but bro, that is weird. But that's just the level that he's on right now. And I feel like he's been on that level since Alabama. So I guess it's just what comes with the fame. But aside from Tua's wife, which, by the way, you guys should all leave alone. Stop being weirdos. He's married. Get over it. Move on with your life. Find your own wife. Get your own girls. Let it go. I want to talk about Tua and what he said in the media today. So
hold on one second.
What we always tell each other.
Hold on one second, bro. You can't bury the lead. Because the craziest thing to come out of that Tua marriage certificate is that we found out his middle name is Donnie.
Oh, my God,
like, bro,
Donnie
Tagovailoa. Like, that was the craziest thing to me. Not that he was married. Being married is normal. Having a crazy first name and a crazy last name and then the middle name being Donnie. Like, what a name.
Dude, that's what caught me most by surprise. I didn't even care about the marriage certificate. The first thing I noticed was Donnie. I said, this man's middle name is Donnie. I'm calling him Donnie Dimes forever.
Donnie
I know we just called
Dimes.
him Tua for like the first 5 minutes of this episode, but he is no longer like his name is Donnie.
Yeah, that was shocking. That was the craziest thing that came out of it. People were like, "Oh my god, he's married. He didn't tell anyone." I said, "His middle name's Donnie, and no one knew." Like, what the fuck is going on? So, I'm with
So
that.
Donnie is actually Tua's alter ego. So last
Exactly.
night we were in a space. It was hosted by Joe Robbie. Perform was on there, a
Oh
couple
yeah, I
other
was in there for a
guys,
bit.
and that came up, and I asked him, and I was like, bro, Donnie. I was like, does anyone ever call Tua Donnie? And he starts laughing. And he was like, uh, he booked a tea time, and he only booked it for 2 people. And then his trainer was like, why'd you do that? Now they're going to pair us with 2 other randoms. He's like, oh, shit, you're right. Whatever, blah, 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 blah. So they get to the course, and they pair him up with 2 other people. You get out of the car. You're like, hi, I'm Nick. Hey, I'm Bobby. Yeah, I'm blah, blah, blah. So Tua comes out, and he's like, hey, I'm Donnie. So instead of saying, hey, like I'm Tua Tagovailoa, he's like, yeah, hey, I'm Donnie. And I just thought that was hilarious. So apparently
Kind
that's
of like
Tua's
that.
alter ego.
Kind of
So
like that a
anytime
lot,
Tua's
bro.
going crazy, anytime he's going crazy, that's Donnie on the field. When he's dropping dimes, that's a
Donnie.
Donnie dime. Come on, boy. Come
I love
on.
it. I fucking love it, dude.
I'm glad you brought that up. I would have been pissed if we didn't talk about Donnie Tagovailoa.
Yeah, had to.
How do you even get Donnie? Like, it's not a Hawaiian name.
Donnie's not even a real name. Like
Donnie's
your
a
name's
white name.
Donald. Your name's Donald, and they call you Donnie. Like no one's real name is
Yeah,
Donnie.
like
I
Donnie
don't think.
Brasco.
I would assume his name's Donald, right?
You think he got it from, is it Johnny Brasco or Donnie Brasco?
It's Donnie. I'm
That
pretty
movie is a
sure.
classic. Yeah, it's definitely Donnie. What if he got named after that movie? That'd
That'd be
be
pretty
iconic.
badass. That'd be pretty
If Tua
badass,
was named after Donnie Brasco, he'd be my favorite quarterback of all time.
right, bro? That would be a
100%.
major move. We just need to keep finding out little things about Tua, but not in a creepy fucking weird way where we're internet
Right.
sleuths
Like,
trying to figure
stop
it out.
looking up his marriage license. Weirdos.
Let him tell us. I wish he would get up there and rip it a little bit, give some fucking weird facts, but I mean, he's got other shit to address in the media. I know that's where you were going next, so I'll transition
I was
that.
just going to say, he did rip it a little bit today. And, every quarterback they go out there, any player really, they don't really say how they feel, but me and you were always like, bro, give us a little something. Let us in
Mhm.
on how you truly feel. I think we got that a little bit. Tua came out there today. He's like, yeah, I hear all this bullshit. And it's like, I have to sit here and think about a politically correct answer to say. And him saying that tells me that deep down inside, he's like, yo, like, fuck your reporters. Stop sizing me. You're an absolute squid. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to dominate this year. And then they asked him, they're like, yo, do you think it's annoying that everyone's criticizing every single throw you make? And then one guy's like, why do you think that throw went so viral? He said, because no one thinks I could throw the ball. And he's
Yeah.
like, you got to throw it a little bit to make it in the NFL. No. So he's got that little swag, that little snappy, sarcastic. Me and him would be boys. Like I'm sarcastic all the time. Like he'd probably be my dog. But I kind of like that side. So I like the little nippiness, the little jabs, but he's also coming somewhat politically correct. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, bro. And I thought one of his quotes, he said, the misconception that being humble means you're just this nice guy. Like that's what he is. He's a humble dude. That doesn't mean he's just some nice saint. Like Tua has
Right.
feelings. Tua has emotions. People are always talking about him. He definitely feels some type of way. Would I like to see a little bit of it? Sure. I like to see that edge, but at the same time, he's the quarterback of an NFL franchise. You can't have him come on interviews and start talking crazy. So I think it's very smart of him, obviously, to come correct and
Right.
craft up the politically correct answers. But at the same time, it's nice to see that edge. It's nice to see that Tua's got a little fire burning in that chest. There's a little emotion, a dog in there. So I love it. I want to see a more candid Tua, man.
Could you imagine what quarterbacks would say if they didn't have to be so PC? Like,
It'd be crazy.
imagine if Tua just walked up there and he throws like 3 touchdowns, 400 yards. He's like, shut up, Omar, you punk bitch. Like, how'd my arm look today, punk? And he's just like going down the line, ripping everyone. What's up, Armando, you absolute squid? Like, how'd that taste? 4 touchdowns in your mouth. What's up, Big O? What's good, bro? I mean, Big O loves him, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just singling out reporters. Bro. What do you think Tua would say? Like, coming correct at everyone.
I mean, he would have to start from the top. It would be, the group of guys. I'm kind of blanking on names that are just pure Tua haters. But if Tua had imagine an evening of hate with Tua Tagovailoa, and he just had a list, and he just went down and said, "Omar Kelly, are you here? You said this, this, and this. you could suck my dick, and just like
Right.
kept going. Like it would be the most viewed video in the history of Twitter
Of
because
all
Dolphins
time,
fans
it'd
would
break
go
the internet.
crazy. Yeah, it'd be nuts. I would love to see it. I don't know how well it would come off, but
I'm
it'd
gonna
definitely be a
make a
treat.
parody video about that. I'm gonna make a parody video about that. What
It's a good
quarterbacks
idea.
would actually say to the media if they had to be so politically correct.
I
But
love that.
one thing I didn't like about Tua's press conference today, so they obviously asked him about, well, how do you feel about Tom Brady and
Mhm.
everything that came out? He's like, oh, what'd that happen in 2019? Yeah, I wasn't even here. And that's true. Like that, at one point, he wasn't on the team when it happened. But then the reporter said, well, it also happened in 2020 and 2021 when you were on the team. And then he was like, well, like I don't really know much about it, blah, 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 blah. Like
Yeah.
me and the guys, we talked about it, but we don't really know what's going on. What do you mean you don't know what's going on? It's clear cut. The thing is 4 paragraphs long. Everyone knows what's going on. And again, I know you want to be politically correct, but you're just politically lying to my face.
Yeah, those are some of the things he just contradicts himself sometimes. Because even like in that interview, he said, "I have Anna, the social media girl, who tells me everything that's going on, preps me for it, and then I make the answer." But then sometimes he plays the ignorant card, like, "Oh, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what this is all about." So like, you can't
Right.
have it both ways. At the same time, though, he's obviously just deflecting because what answer does he have to give there? They wanted to bring in
Right.
Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. They had the meetings. It happened. It's done with. What do you want him to say? Like, oh, the Dolphins didn't want me, so I just don't want to play for them anymore. Like, he's not going to come out and
Right.
say anything like that. He's going to give an answer like that. So I get it, but it definitely does come off a little hypocritical at times.
100%. And I mean, I don't know what he would say. I'm
It's
trying to sit here
tough.
and think of the perfect answer for him. I bet maybe if I'm to him, like, yeah, I heard it. But he already went through all this, like with Watson. Like,
I know. It's
I
the
feel
same
bad. I
shit.
don't even know how I would handle it. Like, I don't have a perfect answer for him. So I guess you have to just deflect as best as you can. But then he followed it up by saying, they asked him about how he feels with the team or how he thinks the team feels about him. He says, they have my back. He says, I feel the support from the team and the guys they put around me, and I'm more than blessed to be here. So it seems to me that, it's water under the bridge. You try to bring in the greatest quarterback of all time. And then, I mean, the Watson thing's kind of like a slap in the face. But I
Yeah.
mean, you're talking about Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. I think it's just water under the bridge. I really think they're just focused on the product on the field because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
And I truly believe that the team rallies around him at this point. Like, I don't think that they're just saying this to
Right.
say this. Like, I think that they believe it. They know they've seen it in camp from Tua, and they're willing to put their necks on the line and say Tua's going to go out and do it. I don't think that's a facade or anything. I do believe there is actual like hope and belief of Tua in the locker room. So I love to hear that. And just another thing is, oh, what was I going to fucking say? Oh, they gave him the orange jersey today. Like that wasn't a coincidence, man. All this stuff comes
Nope.
out yesterday. Tua has to answer the hard questions about the Brady news. Of course they're going to give him that orange jersey, make him feel a little special. Try and break away from that. We don't want Tua to say, well, Tua was our practice player of the day yesterday. Let's let him control the aux and wear that orange. Like that wasn't no coincidence, bro. No shot.
You think it was a little tune up for Tua? A little tune up for Tua?
Yes, yes, sir. They were getting that boy
I mean, he's
Donnie
been
back.
balling though. He's been balling. Donnie Dimes has been balling at camp. I do think what came out yesterday had something to do with it. Let's let the kid get some vibes
A little
on.
bit,
Let him
a little
play his
bit.
playlist at practice. Let the team rally behind him. McDaniel's obviously behind him because McDaniel's got to be feeling a little salty. I mean, I don't know how salty he could get. The Dolphins gave him his first job ever as a head coach, and they try to get Sean Payton before they signed McDaniel. So it's not like we went after McDaniel, signed him,
Right.
and then we're like, yo, let's go get Sean Payton. But that's not the case with Tua. That's the only reason why he probably felt some type of way. But I think the best thing for Tua is to just go out there and ball, bro. If you go out there and ball, it's like I'm gonna make this old man that tried to replace me pay me so much fucking money that he's gonna think about me every single night before he goes to sleep. I think that's the best route for Tua. Go out there, shut the old geezer up, and just ball.
Just ball.
Um,
And do you know what would be the greatest problem to have at the end of the season? Is say our number one quarterback problem at the end of the year is how much money do we want to pay Tua? Because he came out and
oh,
performed, and now we got to bag him up. Like I pray that we get
would
into a
love that.
problem next year where it's like, how much bread do we give him? Because he obviously showed he's the guy. Like, I want that to be the
Right.
problem at the end of the year at the quarterback position.
Right. 100%. Before we continue to rip into Stephen Ross, so there were some guys that didn't practice today. Chase Edmonds, load management. Alec Ingold, Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill, load management. Michael Dieter, foot. Teron Armstead, load management. Byron Jones, pup. Does this concern you at all?
For some of the guys, no. Like a Tyreek Hill. Like, I'm not worried about Tyreek Hill not practicing, bro. Like, you know what you're getting out of Tyreek. Would I like maybe a little bit more timing mesh with the quarterbacks and the receivers? Sure, maybe I would. But would I rather him get a load management day than go pull a hamstring? You bet your ass. I'm not that worried
Right.
about. I'm not that worried about the number one receiver in the league having to practice. Like, we'll be straight there. What does worry me a little bit is Armstead. Same reasoning, though. I want him to be there game one. He's never played a full season. It's much more important for him to be taking reps in games as opposed to practice. But with some of the scenes I've seen from like what our O-line's doing and how bad the reports sound, I would love to see Armstead get some reps at left tackle, try and get a little cohesion within the offensive line that kind of seems like they're getting their ass beat, and we know it's the biggest question mark. So I would like to see him suit up a little bit just to try and build that chemistry. But I mean, those are studs, man. I'm not concerned about studs practice. Practice?
Yeah, I got practice. Nah, I mean, look, I like load management, especially in summertime during Florida. It's 108 degrees out with humidity. It's miserable. And like we said, Teron Armstead, he's never played a full season. So I understand load management, but I would like to see him practice a little bit because there's a lot that goes into the offensive line. There's a lot of communication. You got to
Yep.
build a lot of chemistry with that unit. So I would like to see him start practicing. But the one thing that concerns me is how is the offensive line looking without him? Because he's never played a full season and he's only getting older, which means he's going to miss a game. Like there's almost no way that he plays the entire season. If Vegas had to set a line for him to play the entire season, not miss a game, it would be plus 10,000 because it's never happened before. And from what I'm hearing, this Coleman guy shouldn't even be on an NFL roster. I heard he's abysmal. And I mean, maybe this is preparing us for the worst, that, Teron Armstead is going to go down eventually. Let's see what we're going to do. God forbid that does happen. And maybe we're preparing for it in a weird load management beneficial way. But I got to be honest, man, like if we were to take a pen and paper and write out our offensive line and list our starters and our backups, I would throw up on that piece of paper by the time I finish writing their names.
Yeah, bro. The shit makes me queasy. I saw a video come out today of Eichenberg just getting absolutely destroyed, like flat on
Man.
his back like a pancake. It makes me uneasy, bro. It's the one part of the team that like really we are not that strong at. We did make some improvements, but I mean, even our two guys we brought in, one's not practicing and the other's already switched from guard to center, and it looks like there's some concerns about his snaps. I saw a video of a high snap today, and it seemed like he went after practice to work on some snaps some more. I think that'll be ironed out, but like
You could you could get the high snaps down. You could get
you're
the high
already kind of
snaps
starting a
down. I'm
little
not
bit of the
tripping.
musical chairs. You're already kind of worried. I don't know, man. I'm worried about that offensive line. I hope they can kind of get it together.
So here's our starting offensive line in a dream world. Teron Armstead, Liam Eichenberg, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Jackson on Tua's blind side already has me petrified. But
Scary.
here's our backups if anyone goes down. Greg Little, Robert Jones, Michael Dieter, Solomon Kinley, and Larnell Coleman. I mean, I know your backup offensive linemen are not supposed to be studs. I don't even know if half of these guys would make a roster. Like Dieter would. Like I don't think any of these I don't know how bad was Solomon last year, bro.
Not great, bro. I
I
don't
mean,
think
everyone on
anybody
the
was on that
offensive
line
line
was any
fucking
good.
sucked balls.
Yeah, I think that's like I was saying, getting that like chemistry down is huge too, because on the line you can kind of cover for your boy, like not every single play, but on plays where like the left tackle and the left guard have like a combo block or something like that off the edge, like your left guard can maybe kick over and help you out a little bit, and they're not getting that feel. So I just wish that
Yep.
unit was working together, getting a little cohesion. But those backups, man, you just listed, I want nothing to do with
Is
that on Sundays.
I don't want anything to do with that, just like I don't want anything to do with chlamydia. But on a
Facts.
positive note, Eric Ezukama, Easy E, bro, we gotta pronounce his last name right. What is it? Eric
Azukanma? Azukanma? There's an N.
Ezukama. Easy E. He's out there balling. He's making a name for himself. He's going to be the starting. I think he'll be wide receiver 4. He might take Cedric Wilson's spot at wide receiver 3. I mean, everything that we're hearing about him, long, fast, pause. He goes up there. He makes plays. He's a vertical threat. I mean, Hill and Waddle are the speed, but I mean, this guy could be our goal line fade target inside the 20, third and long. We need one-on-one coverage. Go up and get it. I
Mhm.
mean, we might have found a needle in the haystack, man. I'm hearing great things about this kid.
You know how tall is he? I'm curious. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you know by
I think he's
chance?
like 6'2" or 6'3".
Because
Let
that's
me
low key
see.
what we need is
He's
a
he's
tall
six
guy.
he's 6'2", 206. Yeah, he's tough. Bro, he was
'Cause-
nice at Texas Tech, bro. He was a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, and like we need some height because our two studs obviously are short, fast guys. Wilson's not tall, so give us a guy that's a lot bigger. I love it, man. It's kind of giving me Preston Williams vibes from like 2 years ago when he was showing up at camp.
Speaking of Preston,
You know what I'm
speaking
saying? He
of
was showing up at
Preston,
camp. He was doing everything. Everyone said, "Oh my God, we got this new breakthrough player." And man,
bro,
his
but
time on the
Preston
roster
was
seems
tough. When Preston was on the field, he was low-key balling. Like
he was.
anytime Preston played, I was fucking with Preston. That's why Tua's game against Arizona, not because it was Preston Williams, but that was the one time that we had like a healthy team on the field.
Yeah, that is true.
And it just sucks to see Preston crying like a little bitch.
Yeah,
Like the
it's not
body
great, dude.
language is terrible. He said he had a one-on-one talk with McDaniel like a man. So you talk to someone one-on-one like a man, and then you go to the media and start crying about it, and your body language looks terrible. You look soft. I mean, that's
Well, the
not how
whole
you handle business. You go out there, you earn it. Tyreek Hill didn't practice today. Did you hear anything about Preston Williams?
not I.
So you
I
get
didn't
your
hear a word.
opportunity, then what? Did you hear anything about Lynn Bowden?
Nope. It's another guy
Neither
asking
did
for
I.
opportunities,
Tyreek Hill
man.
didn't practice, so your reps had to go up. And I didn't hear your name one time. You know whose name I did hear? Easy E, Eric Ezukama. That's what I'm calling him,
That
Eric
sounded good.
Ezukama.
I think that sounds
That's got
right.
to be close. That's
Sounds
got to be
as
close.
you crushed that. But dude, I agree 100%. And the whole reason he had the one-on-one meeting with coaches because he tweeted something out beforehand. He tweeted, "I just want
Yeah.
an opportunity" or some shit. Like, bro, you have like
Yep.
go earn your opportunity. Shit is earned, not given. You're in the NFL. Like we brought in Tyreek Hill, we brought in Cedric Wilson, we brought in Mohamed Sanu, we drafted a guy in the 4th round. You got to go earn that shit, brother. Like the writing's kind of on the wall. And if you want a job with the Dolphins or even just another team, you're not going to get that by bitching on Twitter, bro. Go out and catch some
Right.
balls. Like, what are we doing here? And then Lynn Bowden's another guy. I saw that they asked the receivers coach today or whatever about him and why he hasn't got any more opportunities. And he said, "Yeah, we're going to get him some more opportunities." But it's just like, go earn that opportunity. Go whenever you have a
Right.
rep, you make the most of that rep, and you want people saying your name. You want to be the Twitter. You want
Right.
to be the Easy E of the day, the Trill Williams, where we're like, "Yo, these guys balled the
Yo,
fuck out."
Trill's balling too. He's gonna
Trill is
he's gonna
balling.
he's gonna be corner 4. Bro, our
Yeah,
secondary's tough, bro.
tough.
I said it before. I think we got one of the best secondaries in the league, depth-wise too. Like, I'm not even I mean, I would be tripping if Noah Imanababi came in a game and
I would be
started.
tripping. I would be tripping.
I'd be petrified, dog. I'd be tripping ball. I know. I'd be real nervous about that. I really would.
And talking about the
But I got a
secondary.
question for you.
Oh, so yeah,
Go
go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, talking about the
Well,
secondary.
no, if yours is about camp, go first because mine's more of like a funny question.
No, mine's about secondary camp. That boy Javon Holland,
Secondary.
all I hear is the best
Dog.
things from him, bro. First day of
Dog,
pads,
bro.
all I hear is
Dog.
he's hitting everything and anything that came in his face mask. Today I'm
Yup.
hearing range of like a ball hawking Ed Reed. Like this guy is fucking everywhere.
Legend.
And people don't
Hall
realize
of
it yet.
Famer.
Outside of Dolphins fans, you're gonna get to know our boy Javon Holland. He's gonna be one of the best safeties in the league. Like, start learning the
He
name.
already
I couldn't be
is.
more
He
excited
already
about
is,
that
bro.
boy.
Bro, you know what gets me fired about Javon Holland? He don't give a fuck. He wants your
Talks that
neck,
shit
dog.
too. Yeah.
Bro, that Ravens game when I forgot whoever that running back was, like took off for 8 yards. Javon Holland comes over there.
Oh, he
Boom!
killed him. Yeah, I remember
Murdered
that
him,
shit.
bro. And it stopped it. It made it like a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Bro, he decapitated. I gotta look it up, bro.
Yeah, I'd
Bro,
love to see
he
it.
is a dog. Javon Holland's my favorite player on the team. He's my favorite player on the team, and he's already leading like the stretch lines. In practice, he's a leader. And I told you the other day, I said he's going to be the leader of this football team. Him and Xavier Howard, and Jerome Baker. He went on 560 QAM. You probably don't know about that because you live in Rochester. But Twitter. It's the local. It's like the local station in South Florida. It's the Joe Rose Show. He used to play with Don Shula, Dan Marino, the legends, and they asked Jerome Baker, and they said, "Well, we know what you're going to say about yourself and everyone else, blah blah blah." But he's like, out of those young guys, like who is like who's going to take over basically? And Jerome Baker goes, "Oh, that's easy, Javon Holland. Oh, that's easy, Javon Holland." And you're getting that from Jerome Baker. He's one of the core players on our defense. He's been there for how long have we had Jerome Baker for, bro? We've had him. Probably our defense has been together for like 3 to 4 years, bro. We've had Jerome Baker for a minute. When did we draft him? 2018. Yeah, we've had him for 4 years.
Yeah,
bro. This is the hit. This is the hit right here, dude. This is like my favorite hit of all time. Not all time, but it reminds me of like Ed Reed when he murdered that guy in the Pro Bowl.
The punter.
Is it focused?
I can see it. Bang,
dude. Bang! I don't care if YouTube flags me. Like everyone deserves to see this video. Everyone deserves to see this video. I don't care. They could flag me. Like I don't make any money on these episodes. Like what are they gonna do? They could suck my ass. Dude, this like I was at this game and I was just like, bro, what the fuck? How do you do this to someone?
I think that's the jersey cop. God. I think that's the if you're gonna cop any jersey right now, I think that's the one.
Welcome to the Javon Holland Show. This is what we have for the next 10 years, Dolphin fans.
Dusted his ass, bro.
You don't even see him. It's like, oh, here comes Javon.
Bink. Yo, he's a fucking dog, bro.
Remember that hit he had in Tennessee? You guys remember that hit that he had against the Titans?
I gotta see it, bro.
Oh my God. Bro.
I got the worst memory, and it sucks.
This hit is so nasty. This hit is so – he's got so many nasty hits.
I say I could just sit here and watch.
It's next. It's coming up. Yeah, I can see it right here. Oh, no, I want the full thing. I want the – that's the play. Look at that. Look at the first down marker. Look at Javon Holland. This absolute crackhead. Come here, boy. Pop. Ooh.
He let him know afterwards, too. That's a dog right there, bro.
He's so nasty, dog. He's a dog, bro.
What a play. Look at that play,
the best player on this team. Stick talk, right, Calvin Ridley. What's good?
Yeah,
Javon is that dude, man. I could watch him play all day.
Yeah, all day. He's like the most – it's the best, like, kind of player. He's going to be rangy and ball hawk, and he's going to be all over the ball. But if you come near him, he's going to hit you in the fucking face. Like, it's just electric, dog.
I feel like great sack here. There's one other hit. I think it was against the Saints.
Yo, he could blitz, too, like, very well.
Of course he can blitz.
He's weapon off the edge.
Let me see. Damn, I didn't know Joe Rose caught Dan Marino's first touchdown. That's wild.
That's fire.
There's just so many plays. He's a dog. All I know is if I was ever playing football in the park, I would not want to be on the other team as Javon Holland because he would decapitate me.
That is factual.
He's going to be a captain for sure. All right, I got a fun question for you.
Okay.
Look at me. Spell Tua Tagovailoa's last name.
I can't, dude. I'm not going to be able to.
Try. Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up. I swear to God.
All right, you know what it starts with?
TAG. O. VI.
Nope.
VOI.
Nope.
I don't got it, bro.
I just found my trick to remember it because anytime I try to tweet about him, it's like, fuck, I got to go to Safari and make sure I spell his last name.
I know.
Right. So it's Tago, Tago, and then it's Vale, like like a wedding veil.
V.
Vailoa. Now I'll
Okay.
never forget it. That's how I got through all like high school and college.
Tagovailoa. Easy.
Yep.
My phone, I'm
Veil.
happy. As soon as I type in TAG, that shit just auto corrects it for me. So I appreciate you on that one,
See?
Stevie Jobs.
Absolute legend. But the reason why I brought that up is because from what I've been hearing and seeing so far, and I'm actually going to camp Saturday and Sunday, is that Tua's looks night and day compared to Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson, which is big news to me. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, isn't that supposed to happen? Yeah, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. But our question mark and a lot of criticism that you had from other people, oh, Teddy Bridgewater is just as good of a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater is probably going to start by October. You had Mike Tana bum, the absolute biggest bum on planet Earth. I actually hate him. Yeah. I hate him more than Chris Greer. And I don't hate Chris Greer as much as I hate Stephen Ross anymore. I still hate all three, but as of right now, I'd still put Tannenbaum above him. He said Teddy Bridgewater is going to start by October, and Tua is just clearly night and day better than both of them so far. And I think it's shown. And I really believe that this team is bought into him.
Smoke, I'm really excited for you to go to camp. I mean, I wish I could see it with my own two eyes, but I'm happy to have you go so I can actually have some Ross give me ins and outs. Because on Dolphins Twitter, you find a lot of different fucking creatures on there,
right?
But you find the people that are extra negative and the people that are going to slob anything that happens. So I know Smoke's going to give it to us right down the middle, which should make it great. Some more content to talk about. I'm jealous as fuck that you get to go to that. I wish I could go to that.
Right down the pipe.
I need to know who's on the playlist. I need to know what they're playing too. I need it all, Smoke.
I just hope everyone's practicing. I hope they're practicing Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Because it would be unfair for me to be like, yo, the offensive line sucks. And it's like Armstead's not practicing again. And then it's Connor Williams isn't practicing. It's like, what the fuck do you want me to tell you? Like, obviously, the four-string offensive line blows.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm so fired up for this roster. But I think it's that time for us to absolutely just dismantle Stephen Ross. Look, does he write every check possible to make things better? Yes. Has he invested millions and millions and millions of dollars into the stadium and made it one of the greatest venues in the NFL? Yes. Has he provided new practice facilities, training facilities, done all of that? Yes. At the end of the day, has his dumb ass tried to build a winning team? Yes. He's 82 years old. He is trying to do anything that he can to win. And he showed it. He didn't give a single fuck that he was caught tampering. Roger Goodell said never in his life has he seen such involvement, direct communication between an owner and a player. Stephen Ross is looking at the clock, bro, and he's like, dude, my time's ticking. Like, if I don't win now, I might die before this team wins. So at the end of the day, do I see what he was trying to do? Yes. But my God, you are 82 years old. You are a billionaire. You're not some dumbass. You are a multi-billionaire. And you mean to tell me that you and your team couldn't get everyone on board back in 2019 to, we don't want to win any games, let's tank? So what do? You bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick, the ultimate gamer, the guy who's going to go out there and fight each and every single play. The man was 37 years old, lowering his shoulder to pick up first downs. That's who you bring in as your quarterback. And then when you're hiring a head coach, who, by the way, Brian Flores has never had a head coaching job. Like, this man's coaching for a reputation, and he earned his reputation. He earned my respect that year. I said, bro, we have a coach because of that. This man was trying to keep his locker room. And you mean to tell me that when you hired him, you didn't look him in the eye and say, hey, this is our plan. Are you going to be okay with this or not? And if you mean to tell me that you couldn't make that decision, you're not as bright as I think you are. I mean, that is just stupid.
It's one thing to go out and try and cheat, as you may say, bend the rules, do whatever. It's a whole nother thing to just do it in such an incompetent way, man. Like, if you're going to go through with it and do what he did, which I'm cool with, I don't know if that makes me a scumbag as well. Like, I'm down to do anything it takes to win. I can understand being in that position, but to be lazy and half-hearted about it just makes no sense to me. And in all reality, like, the owner shouldn't even be involved in football decisions. Like, what does this guy know about football? It's like Jerry
Nothing.
Jones. You know what I mean? Like Jerry Jones trying to pull all the strings. That shit never works. Give it to your people that are professionals that do this on a day-to-day basis and let them work the kinks. You pump the money, keep it freaking coming. That's a great thing. But when you go do closed deal behind the back deal or closed door behind the back deals, and then it all gets turned on its head like this, you end up with the fucking looking like a clown. And that's exactly what he did to our team.
They said something on the Joe Rose show today that he has too many people in his ear, and they were talking about your boy Beal. Obviously, he's not your boy, but you're the one. You're the only
Yeah.
person I know that knows his name, bro. This man would wear Tom Brady jerseys at the Dolphin games.
What do you
Like this
really?
this guy, Stephen Ross's right hand man, the heir to the throne of the Miami Dolphins, wears Tom Brady jerseys at the fucking Dolphin game.
I mean, we can't have that. That
I
seems
mean,
illegal.
bro, sinful. Like if we're playing against the Patriots, what are you doing? Like you could have a man crush on Tom Brady. I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
Yeah, it's straight.
ever since he left the Patriots, like you have to have a man crush on him. There's nothing bad about that guy except that he whooped our ass for 20 years.
Yep.
But you're gonna wear a Tom Brady jersey in the Hard Rock Stadium when he's playing against the Dolphins, and then you're gonna be the right hand man to Stephen Ross, the next guy to buy this team.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't know that, bro. That's fucking insane. Like, I can't even understand what goes through someone's head to do that. Like, I get maybe you didn't grow up a fan of that team. You grew up a Patriots fan. I think he's from Boston. But once you get that
No,
tight
bro,
in,
he's just a Brady fanboy.
he's
Like
from
he just
Boston too,
loves
right?
Tom Brady. What?
I said I think he's from Boston as well.
He
That Beal
might
dude.
be. What's his
No,
name?
Bruce Beal Jr. But like, dude, you can't do that, bro. You gotta rep the colors, especially if you're gonna be in the stadium. Like you're almost part of the team. You know what I mean? You're the owner's right hand man. You're the heir to the throne. You're next up. Show some support. Show some love. You can't be wearing another team's fucking colors into our house. That's just wrong. I can't get down with that at all.
Dude, I can't even find out where this man was born.
Yeah, he's just some random guy. Well, I mean, he's not random. I'm sure he's like rich
He's
businessman,
partners
but
with Ross.
he's not a famous dude. No one's got the dirt. I'm
Gotta
surprised
be New
Dolphins
York
fans don't have
based.
the dirt yet.
Well, here's the thing, bro. These bums they don't live in Florida. They
No.
live in New York. They live in Boston. They don't live here. They don't love the Dolphins. And like that's the part that pisses me off. And if you buy a team, like you didn't have to grow up a Dolphin fan. But bro, when you say I grew up a Dolphin fan and I got drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Yeah.
I'm a Buck. Like you buy a motherfucking team, that has to be your life. That has to be your pride and joy. You own a football team in the NFL. There's only 32 people on the planet that get to do this. Von Joe,
Like,
Stephen Ross. Stephen Ross' issue is that he's an absent owner 100%. He spends his time in New York, Michigan, and Boston. Fuck Beal. Amen. And that's why his suspension is a joke. The only people that got screwed by his suspension was our front office and us Dolphin fans. We lost a first-round pick, a third-round pick. This man doesn't even he's never in the building. So big whoop. He has to stay an extra 2 months in New York. Ooh, cry me a river. And he probably flies down for the games on his helicopter and then flies back to New York like a peasant. I mean, and a $1.5 million fine, absolutely pathetic, bro.
chump change. They're billionaires,
the real
bro.
the real fine, my bad.
You're good.
If they wanted to send a message, we should have kept our draft picks because I think if you lose your draft picks, that's because you were caught tanking on purpose. Now, I know he joked around and blah, blah, blah. I think there's some truth to that. I feel like he was like, bro, what do I have to pay this guy $100,000 to fucking lose? I feel like something along those lines were said. Dude, why? Okay, so the real fine, I don't think we should have lost our picks. There's no evidence found of us tanking. They should have just fined him like $300 million.
Make it hurt.
They should have just maybe even more, like $400 million. Just come after his pockets because the team didn't lose. We didn't lose on purpose, bro. And the investigation is that it was from the owners tampering directly.
Yeah.
And it's just like the team is just getting we're getting slapped around, bro.
It's like the coach, the players, the on the field product, that was never affected. Like none of the things that happened behind closed doors affected what was going on the field. And the judge even said that, or whoever reviewed that case even said that, which is crazy to me that you then go and you take away the pick and you do all that to punish them. But I will say, man, I've come down a lot yesterday. Obviously, yesterday when shit happens, you get in the moment. You had your video that was hilarious where you were just in a full rage. But I
Shout
mean,
out 386 Finn. Appreciate
yeah,
you. I'm gonna
yeah,
play
bro.
that video for the people when you're done.
Please
That
do.
thing is a classic. That's a gem.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Like we all felt that way in the moment. But since the time has passed a little, you've had a little bit of time to kind of like settle it down in your stomach. It's not that bad, man. At the end of the
Nope.
day, we still have the same team. We still have the same promise we had before it was all going to happen. Me and Smoke even said on one of these shows that Dolphins seasons, you usually halfway through, you're talking about draft picks. But this year we wanted to change that and make the draft pick not
Right.
matter. Well, now it really doesn't matter because we don't have it.
Right.
But regardless, it shouldn't be a big deal. And look at teams like the Rams. Every single year they just give that first round pick up. That pick don't mean shit to them. They're going to go win it on the field. And I hope that that's our new mentality going forward. I just had to state that time has passed. Time heals all. It's going to be okay. And I'm still ready.
When I first dropped this video, I was peak pissed off because it's just like, why can't we just have a beautiful summer? Like, no flaws, no injuries, no bullshit. This comes out. And I'm just pissed because we're losing draft picks. We didn't gain anything out of it. We traded back in the draft, lost a first round draft pick. And then everyone's just dragging on us. And we didn't sign Tom Brady. We didn't even get Sean Payton. So we're getting punished for people that aren't even on the team. So we got bullied for absolutely no reason. But I'm going to play that video for you guys because it's definitely up there as one of my best rants. Oh, God, this thing's fucking crazy. Oh, I need to get my head examined.
I'm gonna jump off the roof of the Hard Rock Stadium. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna steal our first-round draft pick for tampering with Tom Brady when we didn't even sign the motherfucker? Are you kidding me, Roger Goodell? Suck my ass. Brian Flores, fuck you. You're a simp. We can't even cheat right. This team is killing me. We basically moved back. We gave him a first-round draft pick to move backwards in the draft. I'm having a stroke. I'm gonna die. We can't catch a break. Deshaun Watson sticking his hole in anything with a pulse, getting 6 games, and we're losing our first-round draft pick for tampering with someone we didn't even sign. There was zero evidence found
None.
of us losing on purpose. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't do this.
That was a classic.
The intro line of saying you're going to jump off the stadium was fucking hilarious. And then my favorite line of the whole thing was you casually calling Brian Flores a simp. When you said that, bro, I lost it.
He's a fucking simp, bro. He's a rat. He's a ratatouille. That's what he is.
He is, bro. 6'9".
I can't wait to see him at the Hard Rock Stadium Sunday night. He's getting manhandled.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Kind of deserves it at this point. That's kind of
I
what
agree
just
with
said,
you, Draco. Draco, it's fuck them picks. But at first, I was kind of pissed because it's like we did so much to earn those picks. But it's also fuck them picks when you get something out of it. You know, the only thing we got out of fuck them picks this time was a suspension. It's fuck them picks when you get Tyreek Hill. It's fuck them picks when you're the Rams and you get Sam Bradford. Matt Stafford. I called him Sam Bradford. Like, it's fuck them picks when you get a dog out of it. But look, at the end of the day, I do agree that it is still fuck them picks, but it's not like fuck them picks. It's kind of like, fuck them picks.
The tone matters. The tone matters.
Fuck them picks. Well, I mean, if we win playoff games, we'll be picking what, 28th, 27th, 30th anyway. We'll be all right.
Don't matter. And realistically, man, were we going to draft someone at 29 who was going to come in and impact our team in the next like 2 years?
Good.
Usually definitely could.
The later the draft goes, the better the Dolphins draft.
That is very true. That is very true. But
like top 5 suck. Top 15 suck.
Like top 5, you might as well save that whole rookie contract because you're probably never playing again because you were that bad at football. Like that's usually what happens when we have a top 5. But who fucking knows?
Let's end on this question. Do you think Stephen Ross would be going after Deshaun Watson and Tom Brady had the Dolphins drafted Justin Herbert?
I mean, probably not. He obviously went for Brady before Tua, but then did it again after. You look what Justin Herbert's done. Look at the numbers. Look at the eye test. I mean, the guy's been wowing everybody. You wouldn't think quarterback's an issue if you had Justin Herbert as your quarterback. I think it's pretty simple as that, bro.
I agree. Sadly, I agree, but that doesn't mean that I don't. I really think Tua is going to have an insane year because you think about everything that he's been through. Not only was it Flores, but it's all of this, the ownership, tampering, blah, blah, blah. I mean, some real deal shit.
Yeah.
But I think the Watson thing started because, okay, first we needed Tua to come back from his hip injury. Then he came back, didn't know the playbook, got benched. Then it's like, oh, we're going to have a full year of Tua. Gets dropped against Buffalo week 2, misses 4 to 5 weeks. Beef with Buffalo. We start 1-7, and it's like, shit's not working. Like, we got to make a change. Then we try to get Watson. Of course, we have to go after the one guy that has 23 sexual assault allegations. That's just the Dolphin way, and then don't get him. And then after that didn't happen, I feel like what they saw, like the beef between Flo and Tua and the production in big games, they're like, yo, like if we get Tom Brady, we could have Tua stay under Tom Brady. Brady's only going to be here for a year or two. We'll win a Super Bowl. Brady will come on as an executive, and the show will go on with Tua. And I feel like that was the main plan in 2019. Like when they went to get Brady, they were going to draft Tua, who had the broken hip, and just let him sit under Brady until he was ready. I think that was plan A. That didn't work out. We didn't get Brady, but we got Tua. Plan B was Watson. Turned out to be a sexual predator. And then plan C was, let's get Brady out of Tampa. Let's bring him down. Let's bring him down to South Beach and let Tua just take another year and a half off and learn under Brady, and he'll come on. But to answer the question, like if Tua went out there and he won Offensive Rookie of the Year or Rookie of the Year, I think all of that shit goes out the window.
I mean, you're not looking for a replacement at quarterback when your quarterback just won Rookie of the Year. That's for sure. You don't see the Chargers trying to wheel and deal to get Brady and Watson over there. I mean, revisionist history. You got 2020 vision looking backwards. It is what it is at this point. But, I mean, the obvious answer is yes. But Tua's going to go out there and outperform Brady and Herbert this year, so who cares? You know what I mean? That's all I'm feeling.
Fuck him. We ball. If Tua goes out there and throws 30, 35 touchdowns, we have a franchise quarterback, in my opinion. So, at the end of the day, I think it might all work out. It might have been a blessing. I mean, passing on Herbert, I'm not going to call that a blessing, but I'm just saying maybe not going after Watson and all the bullshit. Tua will go out there, prove that he's going to be a top 10 quarterback. That's all we need him to be. Top 10, top 12, and this fucking roster is built to win. Then we could build even more around him, upgrade the O-line, and oh my gosh, watch out for the Dolphins. Yes, but that's going to do it for today. Great episode. Thank you, Bobby. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You guys absolutely blew it up. I love all of y'all. If you haven't subscribed, share this with some friends, and drop some comments, questions. Hit me in the DMs what you want us to talk about, because we'll be back here for Fired Up Friday at 5 p.m. We love all of you guys, and as always, fins up.
Fins up.